students, welcome back to another learning video. Welcome back to part 2 of discussing UPSC optional English literature syllabus. In our previous video, we discussed all the prescribed poets, dramatists and writers and novelists from paper 1. In today's video, we're going to discuss all the prescribed poets, dramatists and writers from paper 2. So let's begin it very quickly and look at our first poet from paper 2. So first up we have William Butler Yeats, an Irish writer and foremost figure of 20th century modern English literature. We have Easter 1916, The Second Coming, A Prayer for My Daughter, Sailing to Byzantium, The Tower, Among School Children, Leda and the Swan, Meru, Lapis Lazuli, The Second Coming, and Byzantium by W.B. Yeats. Next up we have T.S. Eliot, greatest modernist literary critic and poet, known for his writing style and modern beliefs. We have 3 poems prescribed here. We have 1, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, the greatest modernist literary piece of work. Then we have Journey of the Magi, and 3 we have Burnt Norton. Our next poet is W.H. Auden, known majorly for September 1, 1939, which is also prescribed in your syllabus. He was established as the leading voice in New Generation and is majorly known for his involvement in things like religion, love, spirituality, politics, and morality. We have Partition, Music the Box Arts, In Memory of W.B. Yeats, Lay Your Sleeping Head, My Love, The Unknown Citizen, Consider, Mundaset Infants, The Shield of Achilles, September 1, 1939, and Petition by W.H. Auden. Our next dramatist is John Osborne, popularly known as the Angry Young Man, and from where you have your movement called the Angry Young Man movement. Now this popular drama represents the entire generation of young writers that identified themselves with the lower classes. We then have our next dramatist, Samuel Beckett, and his absurd play called Waiting for Godot, where we happen to meet these 2 characters called Vladimir and Estrogen. This play has been voted as the most significant English play in the modern times. Our next poet is Philip Larkin, who was a popular household poet. We have his poems Next Place, Deceptions, Days, Afternoons, and Mr. Blaney prescribed in our syllabus. Our last poet from paper 2, section A, is our very own Indian poet aka Rama Nan, who is known for his excellent expression and originality in thought. We have 6 poems prescribed in our syllabus. Now let's begin with section B, paper 2. We have 7 important writers here. First off, we have Joseph Connet's work called Lord Jim, where we are introduced to this character called Jim, who lets the waters explain him the real meaning of human spirit. Our second important writer is James Joyce, and his work called A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, an astounding work that talks about things like self-discovery, artistic awakening, and Joyce's own relationship with Irish identity. Our next writer is T.S. Lawrence, and his work called Sons and Lovers, a realistic psychological piece of work that talks about the protagonist Paul Morrell's relationship with his mother and 2 other beautiful female characters, Miriam and Clara. East is East and West is West, and never the twain shall meet, something that is very comprehensively and explicitly highlighted in our next piece of work, A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. If you want to experience Virginia Woolf's stream of consciousness storytelling, you have your next masterpiece prescribed in your syllabus, Mrs. Dalloway. Our next piece of work is one of the most important Indian novels that we have in today's times, and that is Kantapura by Rajar, that talks about Gandhian movement and initial phase of Indian freedom struggle. The house that you live in, you will know its value more beautifully when you read your next prescribed work, A House for Mr. Biswas by V.S. Naipaul, a darkly comic and heart-rendering piece of work, and you do not want to put the book down even for a moment. So here we complete our entire video on UPSC optional English literature syllabus. I am attaching previous videos link in the description box given below that consist of all of your books from paper 1. Also, to join our UPSC optional English literature classes, you may call or WhatsApp us at 88650 28865 or log on to finlandacademy.com for any information related to our courses. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon in my next video. Take care till then.